What's up, y'all? It's your girl T Louise. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Wine Down Wednesdays. No, your girl does not have any wine today, but I got my water and we're gonna keep it pushing with that. The only reason I don't have any wine today is because I don't think we have any wine. And if we do have any wine, it's not good. But next week on Wine Down Wednesdays, your girl gonna have her glass of wine. Okay, so today I'm gonna be talking about my first relationship at the age of 24. I've never been in a full-blown committed relationship. I've always been in situationships, or I've just been there's been no commitment between me or another party, and so this is my first committed relationship. And so I just feel like it's really important for me to talk about these things, especially because there could be other people out there, other girls who are, in relationships, or this could be your first relationship and you like, I don't know what I'm doing, because I didn't know what I was doing when I first got in this relationship, and I still be questioning myself every single day. But I wrote down some tips and some things to help me kind of stay on track about what we get ready to talk about. So we finna go ahead and get into this video. All right, y'all, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and make sure you guys turn the bell on so that you guys can know whenever I post a new video. Now, before y'all even think or have anything to say, please ignore my background. I promise y'all my flower wall is coming together, but it's expensive and it's time consuming, and your girl got bills and she got things to do. So y'all already see the title of this video. My first relationship at 24. I know some of y'all is like, girl, you been in a relationship before. No, I have not. Okay, this is my first full-blown committed relationship. Me and my boyfriend have been together for 2 years now. Okay, long relationship. 2 years is a long time for me, especially because I've never been in a committed relationship. And when I say a committed relationship, I'm talking about a relationship that, both parties have consented to. Now, one of them relationships where, you like the dude and you want him to be your boyfriend, but he over there messing with other girls and you ain't his boo. I'm not talking about none of that. That's a situationship. And I've been in situationships from high school, literally through college. So I don't need no more of that, okay? My whole phase, I done did all that, okay? So today, I just found it really important to talk about these things, because just in case there's some other girl out there who may be in a relationship, first time in a relationship, and have never experienced these type of things. So I just want to talk to you guys about a few things that I've learned being in my relationship for 2 years. So the first thing I just want y'all to know is it's not like the romance movies, okay? They lied to you. No one's coming. No one's running through the rain to come and get you when y'all have an argument. No dude is crying and breaking down how he feels. That So Raven episode when dude was outside with the boom box.
Devon, what are you doing down there?
Well, I figured if you couldn't go to the concert, then I'll bring the concert to you.
No one's doing that, okay? It's all drama. It's all lies, okay? When I first got in my relationship, I honestly feel like I don't even really know what to expect, but I do feel like romance movies and romance television has kind of messed up my perspective of a relationship. I want a man to be in touch with his feelings, and I want him to be gushy and mushy. A lot of men are not like that. And I've literally had to learn that. Like, my boyfriend, don't get me wrong, he expresses how he feels, but not in the way that, that I would really want him to, or in the way that I would think he would. Like, babe, you're the apple of my eye. You the only woman for me. You light up the world. You light up my life. Like, he ain't know none of that. He's like, you came into my life at the right time. I love you. I appreciate you. That's cool. Okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, I want at least one time in our relationship, I would just like if he just break his feelings down how they do in the romance movies. Like, I just want him to be on some, like, Dear John, like I don't know, like just some just real deep in touch with your emotions type things. Like, that's really what I would like. And I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying, you know, he is in touch with his feelings. He does explain to me, you know, how he feels. But it's like, it's not in the gushy way that I would express how I feel, you know, because he's a man, I'm a woman, of course. You know, women, we emotional. We're more in touch with our emotions. We do a lot of things out of emotions. We have feelings, okay? And we always want to talk about our feelings, okay? He ain't like that. So, you know, if you're, you know, this is your first time in a relationship, do not go into this relationship thinking, okay, it's going to be like this, and this. Like, I just want you to tell you now, just delete all expectations that you have. Like, seriously, because I came into this thing with expectations, and I'm not saying that some of those expectations haven't been met, but when you set certain expectations and then they don't meet those certain expectations that they don't even know about, then you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed and irritable. And I'm just speaking from experience. So the truth about living with a guy and being in a relationship, it's like really different. Like, it's different from being single, living on your own, or living at home. Like, when you actually like live with a guy and you with him 24/7 and y'all live together, you really get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly of someone. I can truly say that this relationship has taught me a lot about myself, a lot of traits that I have that I never really, I'm not gonna say that I didn't know about them. I just really didn't acknowledge them because I didn't really have to. Like, it was just me, myself, and I. In the end, that's when I found out. Like, what do I need to acknowledge my toxic traits for when it's just me, myself, and I don't have no man, no husband, no nothing. It's just me. So when I got into the relationship, you know, I was very controlling. Like, I was like one of those type of girls, like, it's my way or no way. Okay. Like, I want what I want. You're going to do what I want you to do. And, you know, my boyfriend was like, no, we ain't doing that. Like, that's not, you know, that's not how that goes. And he even reminded me at one point in time, like, I told him, well, this is who I am and I'm not changing. And I honestly don't remember saying that. He says I said that, but I don't remember saying that. And I don't think I said that, but he says that I did. But honestly, this relationship has detoxed me of so many things. And I'm not saying that I have it 100% correct. I'm not saying that sometimes I'm still not a little controlling. I'm not saying that sometimes, you know, I can't still be manipulative in ways. We are both, honestly, being in a relationship, we are both truly going through things. I think that one thing that really changed our relationship was putting God in the foundation of it, because like when we first got together, you know, we were really just kind of doing things our way. And then once we moved to Atlanta, things kind of got like a little hectic with our relationship, with life, point blank period. But we kind of really had like a really serious rough patch. And I'm talking about like a rough patch where, you know, we was like, okay, well, you know, do we need to take a break? Do we need to break up? Like, you know, like what it is, what's up? Like, you know, it was one of them situations. And so initially, I think because we've actually learned how to communicate with each other, we're still learning how to communicate with each other. Like, communication is key in a relationship. Like, if you guys cannot talk about nothing, it's like there's not really even a point of being in a relationship with each other. Like, if you can't communicate. Another thing that is that I feel like is important when it comes to relationships is you guys should literally be friends, like best friends, if you know, if not just friends. But it's like we were friends way before we even like started dating. Like we dated and were friends for like 6 or 7 months before we actually got together. So, you know, in that time span, we were able to build a genuine friendship but in that time, you know, we was feeling each other. So it's like, you know, we still was friends, but we was liking each other and things, but we never really went there until like months later. And so I feel like because we have that friendship, and our relationship is built on a friendship, that when it comes to hard times, we're able to actually talk about things. And when you're friends, I feel like it actually makes it easier to talk, because it's like, if y'all friends, just think about it. Like, if you and your friend get into an argument, you know, y'all gonna be a little pissy, you know, at each other for a little bit. But then, you know, y'all always gonna come back, talk about it, and work things out. And so I feel like in a relationship, it's necessary for you to be friends, so that when hard times come, because they are going to come, sometimes you guys are going to have disagreements, and you guys are going to have to disagree to agree, or agree to disagree, or anything like that. And so when it comes time to those times, it's going to have to be something else that is the foundation of your relationship. Because if it's not, then it's like, okay, well, I feel like it's going to be a little easier for you to walk away. And this is not about, you know, a toxic relationship, because me and my boyfriend, I really honestly feel like we have a really good relationship. You know, we have really been through a lot. We're both growing. A lot of times people feel like they have to grow by themselves and then they can get with a mate. And I'm thankful that God has blessed me with a mate where we can both grow together in our relationship, not just separately, but as a whole, as a unit. And so I'm not talking about no relationship where y'all cussing each other out and fighting, and he's slamming you against the wall and you cussing him out. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about a genuine relationship that's full of love, that's full of honesty and full of loyalty, and that has God at the center of your relationship. And because my channel is based on entrepreneurship, Christ, and just following the word of God, another thing that my boyfriend and I actually cut out was when we actually put God in the forefront of our relationship, we decided to practice abstinence. We did this simply because, you know, of sexual immortality, and you know how the Bible talks about sexual immortality being a sin and things like that. And I didn't want us, we decided that it just wasn't good for us to be living in sin. You know, if we're gonna live together, we need to live together the right way, not doing and living in sin. So we cut that out, and we brought God at the center of our relationship. And I really do believe that kind of took our relationship from headache to literally peaceful. We still have our ups and downs, but we're still able to talk about things. And I think the reason why we have the up and downs now is because both of us are kind of growing and shifting, and God is detoxing us of all of our toxic traits, and growing and maturing us. So, you know, we both having growing pains, and so sometimes you just bump heads when that type of stuff happens. But I've truly I've learned so much about myself. I think that this relationship has shown me the good, the bad, and the ugly about myself. You know, I've learned a lot of things that I've needed to let go of, that I didn't think that was a problem. But I'm truly grateful that that my first relationship is something that is like this, like a love that's like this. Like, I really truly believe that my boyfriend loves me with his whole entire heart. I don't believe that for a second that he doesn't. Like, I really don't. Like, this man will bend over backwards for me. He does things out of the kindness of his heart. He is a kind-hearted man, and I'm just truly thankful and truly blessed that I'm able to have a relationship like this, because the things that I was fooling with back in the day, like, the Lord knew that none of them needed to be my baby daddies, and they didn't need to be my boyfriend. So I'm just grateful and so thankful that he was blocking, because, honey, okay, them, like, for real, that's another topic for another day. I have to talk about that another day. But after saying all of that, is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. Okay. A relationship where you guys can love each other, where you can grow, where he can get to know you, where you can get to know him, where you can, you know, where he can accept your flaws, your insecurities, and them all. Like, literally, someone who handles your insecurities and your flaws with gentleness, with care, is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not talking about somebody that's gonna blow your and and throw your insecurities up in your face. I'm saying someone that holds them with gentleness, with care, someone who understands that this is a trigger for you and this is an insecurity for you. So I know that I have to move a little bit differently, and I know that I have to treat you a certain way. And so I think that we're both learning each other as time goes. This by far has been the best and the hardest 2 years in a relationship that I have ever experienced. And like I said, this is my first relationship. And so in a 2-year span, I can say that I'm truly and genuinely happy in this relationship. And I'm blessed to have someone like him in my life. So this video, I really didn't really go into much detail, but this is my first relationship at 24, and maybe I'll have more to tell you guys later on down the road, you know, when things really start taking off for us. You know, we moved to Atlanta. We're both pursuing entrepreneurship routes, and so I'm just excited. I'm just excited for what God has in store for us, and I'm just interested in seeing where things are going to go. It's been 2 years, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 years, and the next 2 years after that, and the 4 years, 5 years, however long the Lord blesses us to be on this earth, and however long he blesses me to be in this relationship. But I'm just truly blessed, and I'm just happy, just joyful to be in this relationship. So if you are in a relationship and you are struggling with letting go of certain things, the one thing that I've learned about in a relationship is compromise. You have to compromise something, because it's like, it's not just about you anymore. Like, it's literally about y'all. So it's like, what are you willing to fix and let go of so that this relationship can be an even exchange? Because he can't be the only one working on himself, and you can't be the only one working on yourself. So it's gotta be an even exchange. And sometimes you're gonna have to compromise things. So y'all, thank y'all for listening to me. Thank you for coming to Wine Down Wednesdays. Like I said, next week we're going to have us a glass of wine. Until then, we're going to sip on this water. So yeah, make sure y'all come to Wine Down Wednesdays next week. And when y'all watching the video, make sure y'all got y'all glass of wine, chilling, enjoying y'all night, and just relaxing, okay? Thank y'all for coming to my channel. Make sure you guys tune in on Friday at 9 a.m. for another episode of Twisted 20s. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's on Google Podcasts, on Anchor. And I also post it live on my YouTube channel. So you guys can always find it here. If you guys don't have time to watch it on YouTube, you guys can always listen to the audio on Apple, Google, Spotify, Anchor, whatever platform. Twisted 20s is on it. I'm so blessed, I'm so grateful, and I'm so thankful for you guys to be following me along on my journey with Christ, on my journey with entrepreneurship, on my journey with this relationship. It's truly a blessing. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. T. Louise.